Hi, this is post video, Bo. I just finished recording the video. Oh my god, I am so heartbroken right now. But anyway, no time for that. I just wanted to show you this awesome fan art I got from Christoph. Thank you so much, Christoph. This is awesome. I love it. It's me in the Winds of Change. Yeah! And Chaser also. So thank you so much, Christoph. And now, back to the video. Enjoy.
Ruff, ruff, ruff.
Hey guys, it's your Bo the Doggo, and welcome back to, I don't remember which episode this is, but it's Winds of Change. We found Vivian, and apparently Ulrich is going to fight for him to the death against Dracu, not Dracior, but Dracu. He's gonna fight against Dracu, and Dracu is probably also gonna get the champion to fight for him. Will that be us? We don't know. We will see. Maybe it will be Solvi, because if you remember, Solvi was kicked out of the Triumvirate. Or not of the Triumvirate, but the Triumvirate kicked him out from Beltia, so he's banned from there. And he's not welcome back unless he kills us, me, the playable character, and gets the sword back. So hopefully Solvi will switch side, because as we learned in the last episode, he and Ulrich used to be friends thousands of years ago. So, yeah, a lot happened last episode. So if you're not caught up, go back and watch that. Because now I guess we're going to go visit Dracu and, yeah, talk to him and see what he's offering us for joining our cause to overthrow the Triumvirate. Let's go. We are gonna go to the castle. Oh, the castle! Let's go! Oh, so there's another minimap inside of the castle. Okay. Then I guess we're starting at the throne room. Oh yeah, we're going to the ball, of course. So let's see if we make it all the way to the throne room in this episode. We enter the castle gates, and to my surprise, I see trees like back at home. And there's grass too. Almost as green as back in Valley North. That means that they have water here. I have no idea how Dracu got this here, but it sure wasn't cheap.
Wow, this is incredible! I know you said he was rich, but this is crazy. I've never seen such a fancy place. Not in my entire life.
Domek steps forward, clearly amazed as well.
So this is where Dracu lives. It seems a bit excessive, don't you think? I prefer our tunnels, a lot more secretive.
Yeah, but Domek, he's the freaking leader of the whole country. He doesn't need to be secretive.
Alarenthia is all about showcasing your power. Most rulers add a wing or two to the castle during their reign. It's only going to get bigger and bigger with each passing year. Unless, of course, Vivian takes over. He's not fixated on that kind of stuff.
So is this gonna make me think like, no, the castle should be kept as it is? No, Vivian can't tear it down.
I can't imagine it getting much bigger, to be honest. What does one ruler need to do with all that space?
Well, he has a large army as well, larger than Vivian's. But don't let that sway us. I think you've seen enough to know that this place needs changing.
Yeah, actually I have.
Right, of course. So what, do we just march right in? I don't see any guards or security.
I look around and he's right. I just see a lot of partygoers. They're all sipping the same sort of alcohol, and they look at peace. I suppose this is one way to stop people from fighting back. I notice a large man. I notice a large man exit the castle gates. I notice a large man exit the castle gates and slowly approach us. He's not carrying any weapons, so I doubt he's some sort of security. He looks intimidating, of course. He looks intimidating, of course, but that's about it. Is this Westy?
I'll take care of this, just like before. We can't risk slipping up in this castle. One misstep, and everyone will be after us.
Okay. We all step back, trusting Ulrich's words. He takes a few steps forward, meeting the mysterious man. Something tells me that this is Dracu's guard. I just know it.
Westy, I presume. That's an interesting name, you know?
It's a nickname for your information. And you must be Ulrich. You sure stand out.
Yes, we come in peace, don't worry. We are here for the ball and Dracu. Is it possible to request an audience?
No.
He's a busy man, you know.
So am I, so don't waste our time. Can we have an audience or not?
Westy sighs and crosses his arms.
Fine. I'll let you in to see him. He's been expecting you, you know. We've been keeping watch since the docks.
Oh.
Just like Vivian's man.
Yeah, but we let him get to you first. It's not often an army comes here from the mainland. We wanted to hear his offer, so we could top it.
You have such a pretty smile, you know.
And top it. Dracu wants our army as well? We're starting to become popular around here.
Don't let that get to your head, Ulrich. You're just as disposable to him as Vivian.
Ooh.
You just happen to be both disposable and strong.
Why are there always sounds outside when I open my window? Anyway, that's one way to win us over. You're disposable, but you're also strong.
You might want to work on your public relations skills.
Exactly.
Look at this ball and then say that to me again. That's right, you can't. Now let's get going. I'll be inside the gates when you're ready.
Are you the one hosting the ball, though? He walks away, leaving Ulrich to turn back to us. So it seems that everyone has use of us in this place. Vivian was probably right. Dracu would use us to fight him.
Well, that makes things easier, doesn't it? This is going to go exactly like we expected. Let's just help Vivian and get this over with.
Okay.
Dracu has a bigger army, but Vivian has a brighter future. And that's what we were fighting for, remember? A better future. It might be a bit harder to win, but we can still do it.
Everybody nods, agreeing on this anonymously. It makes sense since they didn't want to fight Ulrich. But ultimately, the final decision would be up to me. I am the king, and I will decide the fate of Ulrich. Yeah.
This seems to be going pretty well. I hope we're not walking into a trap.
We probably are.
Dracu wouldn't try anything during his ball. This is about making the people happy, not scared. Let's hear him out, and get this over with for good.
That's what I think, that Dracu is probably gonna be very likable, and that's gonna be his thing. Of course, we will have to fight Ulrich if we choose Dracu, but I think Dracu will be like a really gentle, seem like a very gentle and nice person, and be like, yeah, but you know, we have to keep doing this because this is what the people want. The people don't want things to change, la la la. But here we come like wind of change, yeah, and want to stir everything up.
Sure, sounds good to me. On your mark, Monarch.
Monarch. They all spread out and start looking around the area. Damek was right. Everything seems to be going so well, but we deserve it after all what we went through. That's what I think. It's crazy to think that within a few days, we would be attacking Balteus. We couldn't waste any time, so we would be going right after securing this alliance. But I think back to the moment on the ship, where I touched the blade. I wanted it to show me our victory, and it showed me nothing. Pushing forward in spite of that, that was the definition of hope. If there was anything that would help us in this war, it was that hope. Okay, I guess I can look around then.
What's this place for?
Security normally, but there isn't any during the ball. Anybody is just free to walk inside.
Oh, okay. Is security normally heavy?
Yeah, they need to fend off assassins. As a ruler here, you're constantly a target. I can't imagine living in that constant fear.
Wait, what happens if a leader is assassinated? Does the killer become the new ruler of Alarenthia?
No, the killer is usually given the death penalty, and then an open tournament is held to find the strongest man. It's considered cowardly to kill someone when they aren't prepared.
Oh, I guess that makes sense. I was kind of wondering. I mean, Vivian could just easily assassinate Dracu, right? But now it makes sense why they didn't go that route.
Yeah, it would change nothing. Vivian would still need to fight. He'd stand no chance in an open tournament like that. A Colosseum battle is the only way for him to do this.
Would people respect the change if Vivian won? Or would they want to fight him in the Colosseum too?
And they'd probably want to fight him for a while, but a ruler can always turn down a challenge.
Oh.
Usually they're arrogant, so they don't do that. And it's not a change they need to respect. No matter what, Vivian is still in charge. He'd likely merge with the new monarchy. And at that point, there's nothing they can do. History's already made, treaty's already signed. That is, if the monarch decides to side with Vivian.
It seems like an easy choice, doesn't it?
I guess we'll see.
It does, and that's why I'm wondering what Dracu will do to win me over. What he will try to do to win me over. He haven't won me over yet. It is close. Oh, the trees. How did they get these trees to live in this weather? They look like the trees back on the mainland. They don't belong here. It must require a tremendous amount of care to ensure that they stay alive. If anything, it serves to make me feel less homesick. A part of the mainland is right here with me and my comrades. That puts me at ease, so I choose to not question this further. Okay, let's look at the castle. The castle is massive. I've never seen anything like it. I wonder if the Triumvirate castle will be anything like this. It's crazy to think that each ruler adds more and more onto it. That gives it something like a patchwork look. Every ruler had a different taste in design after all. I can't even imagine the story behind the castle.
Now that's something I'd like to climb. Ulrich, what do you think about that?
I'd rather you didn't. They might think you're breaking in. Or even worse, coming to kill Dracu.
Oh, maybe I'll ask him first then. Do you think he'd give me permission?
Jesus Christ, Fortem.
I don't think he's the giving type, Fortin. He'd probably just laugh you away and call you a fool.
Wait, really? Then what about this ball? Isn't he just giving all this stuff away?
Well, yeah, but not for free. It's to win the people over, gain their allegiance. He's not doing it to be generous. He has a motive.
True. I'll still give it a shot, though. The worst he can do is say no.
Trust me, he can do far worse than that. Don't ask unless you're ready to handle it.
He just turns around and shoots him. Excuse me, Mr. Dracu, sir. Can I please climb your castle? Is there anything else? Look at the grass, maybe? The gates don't seem to lead directly to the castle. There still seems to be a long way to walk once you enter them. I can see the entrance to the actual castle far down a paved road. It almost seems like an experience to approach the castle. It's a little gaudy, but I guess we just have a different taste. I wonder why there are some people partying out here. Are they full inside or something? Or maybe they just wanted to get away from the noise. Either way, this indicated that there was a ton of people at the ball. Yes, let's go to the ball then. Will we go into the ballroom? Oh, we're going to the throne room? Or we're just passing by the ballroom and the private room? Ah, okay, so we're going up here. And I guess then we either go this way or this way. Okay, so we're going to the throne room then. And say hi to Dracu, I suppose. The throne room is crowded and full of people partying. Normally, I imagine this would be reserved to Dracu alone. But right now, open to everybody. It's almost like a big ballroom. A man sits on the throne, watching the people as if it entertains him. That must be Dracu. I scan the room and I notice Vivian in a corner. Since no one knows what he looks like, he must blend in perfectly. Probably gonna be like Dracu when we talk to him, like, yeah, I know that Vivian is standing over there thinking that I don't know what he looks like, but I know because I have people telling me stuff. He must have snuck ahead of us while we were talking back at the gates. I guess all the pieces were in place. This ball was about to get interesting. I wonder how many people here were part of Vivian's insurrection. Wesley stands beside Dracu, and I see them whisper to one another. A few moments later, Dracu stands up, eyeing down at me and my comrades. I didn't notice how tall and imposing he was until he stood up. He's almost a match for Ulrich.
Silence.
Oh, deep voice. His deep voice echoes through the entire throne room, and everybody stops talking. They turn to him as out of fear and await his next words. But I know what they will be. He knows who we are, and with Vivian here, it's likely that he's ready to make a move.
We have those who would disturb the peace among us. Guards, lock the doors. We have some business to take care of.
Uh-oh! He claps his hands once in a commanding gesture. Soon after, a group of people close the throne room doors. They carry no weapons and are disguised as partygoers.
Now, how should we deal with those who disturb the peace? Watching them starve in the cells doesn't do much for me anymore.
Please don't. The crowd starts shouting out a bunch of potential punishments. Dracu laughs, clearly enjoying all of the horrible ideas thrown his way.
I say we hear them out and treat them in kind. So tell us, why did you come here today?
Oh jeez, he was not as nice as I was hoping he would be. I take a step forward in response, but Dracu looks the other way. Fixing his view to the corner of the room, I realize that he wasn't talking to me.
Vivian.
I knew it! He knew who Vivian was all the time! Everybody looks forward to the corner, and Vivian scoffs. Moving forward, he stands in the center of the room.
Dracu.
You come here on my day of celebration to challenge me. It is an insult to both me and all of these proud Alarinthians. Looking deep into our core, you say we're not good enough.
Right here it seems that Vivian is actually bigger than Dracu.
We honor the traditions of the ancients, as we should. Without them, we wouldn't be here today. You want to tear us apart. You want to create a nation that's weak, just like the mainland.
No, you've got it all wrong. Lack of strength is not a weakness. The unity of the mainland, their shared ideals, that's true strength. You stand here, alone, victim to your incessant squabbling.
Vivian takes a few steps towards the throne with intense passion. That made me think when it said like joining the mainland, that was what Fortem wanted to do, and that was viewed as corruption. Is Vivian also viewed as corruption and Dracu is viewed as purity? We'll see. I can tell that this is something he'd really fight with his life for.
We yield to no one while they are docile slaves of the Triumvirate. They crush the mainlanders under their heel, who ask no questions at all. Alarinthia is a free land. We make our own choices, and we hold the power.
Pro pushes me aside and steps forward, standing beside Vivian. Ulrich reaches out to stop him, but he's not quick enough.
Then help us gain our freedom!
Huh? All eyes are divided our way, and even Vivian seems surprised. Pro, what are you doing?
We've come here seeking an alliance. We're not all mindless slaves, you know?
An alliance? And what can you offer me? You look as if I could crush you with one hand.
I'm stronger than you think. We all are. We grew up alone on the streets of Mazeo. If we weren't strong, we'd be long dead by now.
That's my boy.
You? On the streets of Mazeo? My apologies. That is quite respectable. You must be part of the Monarch's crew.
Yes, and we've come to seek your aid. You keep talking about how strong you are, and help us take down those who claim godhood.
Everyone watches in awe as this turns into a standoff.
And what do I get in return?
But so now, why is Pro trying to talk win over Dracu? There must be something, like I said before, that Pro is gonna go for Dracu and Ulrich is gonna go for Vivian or something, and they have already talked this out, so they had to be something in mind here, I hope. Pro steps forward, confidence radiating from the way he moves. Because he is the golden boy!
I will be your champion.
No!
We'll offer some of our forces. Together we can crush Vivian's pathetic insurrection. Allow us this chance to prove our strength as worthy allies.
You really did it! I was just speculating! Pro, no! Do I have to choose between Pro and Ulrich? He kneels down, offering his loyalty to Dracu. What was he doing? He's playing right into Dracu's hand! Wesley told us that Dracu needed our army, but he's only playing dumb. Dracu steps down the stairs leading to his throne. He stays far away from Vivian and Pro, but they're now level.
What an unconventional turn of events. Vivian, you were seeking a challenge, yes?
Yes, at the break of dawn. I will allow you your final night of revelry.
And who will fight as your champion?
Ulrich.
No, not Pro and Ulrich. Ah! He motions back towards Ulrich, who steps forward. Standing beside Vivian, his loyalty and stance is clear.
I see.
Dracu eyes Pro up and down.
And what do they call you?
They call me Pro, Your Excellence. It would be my honor to fight with you in the Colosseum. I offer my life and the life of our forces to your cause.
They call you the Golden Boy, but why? Why are you doing this? I step forward, ready to object to these events, but Dracu speaks first.
I accept your offer, Pro. Vivian isn't worth using my own men, but you lack the authority to make this pledge.
He looks straight at me, eyeing the blade on my back.
That decision lies with the monarch. Help me defeat Vivian, and I will offer you my might. Go against me, and I cannot guarantee your survival.
This is all happening so fast, but I know that that's Dracu's plan. He wants us to fight this battle for him. I don't even know if he's trustworthy. But Pro, in his haste, put me in an almost impossible position to manage. If I side with Vivian and Ulrich, we'd have to fight Pro and Dracu. Dracu would have our forces as backup, while Vivian would have his. This was a fight to the death, so major losses seemed unavoidable. This battle would likely happen regardless of my support. So not picking side would only harm our cause in the long run. But choosing Pro over Ulrich, or vice versa, could hurt our bond. I closed my eyes and clenched my fists together. I needed to stop thinking about this so personally. People would die either way. This is war. It's unavoidable. So the real question is, what kind of future do I want for Alaranthia? Do I want Dracu to remain in power and for things to remain unchanged? Or do I want Vivian to overthrow the nation and ally Alaranthia with the mainland? No, I need to detach myself even further. No Pro, no Ulrich. No Dracu, no Vivian. Just Alaranthia. That's all.
Monarch, what is your decree? Fight with me and prove yourself worthy of my help, or fight with Vivian against thousands of years of tradition?
Oh no! Oh my god! I can't... What does this mean? What does this mean? What does this mean? Oh my god, I still... Oh! You can't do this to me! You can't do this to me! I know I shouldn't think about Pro and Ulrich, but oh my god! Or is that a subtle way for Clays to tell me that it doesn't really matter? They will be fine either way. Don't think about them. I'm gonna consult my advisor.
Well, our main goal is changing the world, right? We want a better future for everybody, not just us. It stands to reason that we should change Alaranthia. But Vivian can't offer as much power as Dracu can, and for that matter, I don't want Pro or Ulrich to die. This is all so complicated, I'm not sure what to do. Our final attack will be harder if we use Vivian's forces. That is, if Vivian and Ulrich can take down Dracu. He's never lost the Colosseum battle, remember? I guess it depends on what we want. An easier time during our assault on Balteus, or a changed Alaranthia at our forces' expense. There's no wrong choice here, Monarch. Take your time and do what your heart tells you. Our end goal and our purpose will remain the same.
Oh my god! Oh, fuck! Fuck, what should I do? What should I do? Okay. Let's say that Ulrich and Pro will be fine, whatever we choose. Ulrich and Pro will be fine. It doesn't matter what we choose. And changing, and I have said before that I want to go for the corruption run, but I also heard that the best choice is to have like 50-50, and right now I have more corruption than I have purity. Yeah, my corruption is at 30% and my purity is at 10%. So if I want to balance it, I would need purity, and purity would probably be to keep Alaranthia as it is. Because that sounds like purity. That's what it has been until now. And purity then would be to keep Alarenthia as it is. But but I said that I wanted to go for the corruption, and I will go for the corruption. So I want Alarenthia to change his way. There, I did it. Fuck it. I'm sorry, Pro. I take a deep breath before announcing my choice. We would help Vivian in exchange for the forces he could offer. I also think that Pro and Ulrich have something in mind, because they have been going around talking all the time about what they want to do. Talking in secret about something, and probably having a plan. And Ulrich has been pushing me to make this choice. To choose to fight for Vivian. So there has to be something. That must be what Ulrich and Pro wants me to do for their plan to go as they were hoping for. We would defeat Dracu and give his nation a new and bright future. But that meant that we would be fighting against Pro in the Colosseum. He so foolishly pledged his support that I had no idea how to react. I never expected insubordination and borderline betrayal from him.
Our lives were on the line. I had to make the right choice. I'd rather live with Dracu than sacrifice myself for Vivian. Ulrich has the wrong idea. What he's doing is suicide.
No, this is not what you want. No. Please tell me that this is your plan with Ulrich and not something that you thought for yourself. Everybody starts to part way, but the door remains locked. People try to open them, but Dracu quickly makes them stop.
None of you shall leave. I wouldn't want you running away.
He claps his hands and a bunch of servants approach him.
Private quarters will be arranged for those involved in the fight. Tomorrow morning, you will all be escorted to the Colosseum. For tonight, enjoy the ball. I think you'll find it quite exquisite.
Troop morale has risen by 5%, okay. After that, everybody goes back to enjoying the festivities. Regardless of our allegiance, we all gather up in the center of the room. I never expected that this change of event would get so complicated. And Dracu handled it in such a calm manner too. It's almost as if he was confident in his ability to win. Uncertainty, confusion, and fright soon fill my mind. He played us. He provoked Pro into pledging his loyalty. At this point, it was already too late. Pro had made up his mind. Unknowingly, we all became pawns in the fight for Alarenthia's future. I should probably roam around the ballroom until it's time to rest. I could feel out the situation and get the feedback from my comrades. That would be key to helping me sort out this ongoing mess in my head. Oh, is Fortune gonna ask if he can climb the thing? Oh, the Pro and oh, so many to talk to. Okay, I'm so curious about this. I need to hear what Pro and Ulrich is gonna talk about.
Pro, what do you think you're doing? I had a plan, and now you've ruined everything.
What? That wasn't the plan? What? You're lying. Stop this. This is an act, please.
Sorry, Ulrich. It just made sense. This is a fight to the death, right? Dracu has never lost. I had to do it.
I had everything under control.
What is going on?
It's not your job to control everything. You need to get that through your thick skull.
You're going to regret this.
Regret? I can live with that. It's better than dying for nothing. Dracu has killed stronger men than you. I don't think he's going to lose this battle. That's why I want to be on his good side.
So you're just going to suck up to him? Get out of my sight, Pro. You're pitiful.
No, not the golden boy. Please, this has to be an act. This can't be what's actually going on. Fucking hell. Okay, Fortem and Dracu.
Hey, Dracu?
Yes?
This is a really nice castle you've got here.
Thank you.
I was admiring it from the outside. I noticed it's built in a really interesting way. It's pretty bumpy. Lots of places for footholds.
Footholds?
Yeah, like places to rest your feet. I was actually going to ask you about that. Was it built that way intentionally? For climbing?
Every ruler adds to this castle in their own way. I've been in power for several decades by now. You're the only one who's ever noticed my addition.
Oh.
You made it that way? Does that mean you like to climb too?
Yes, it does. That's how I start my day. There's no workout quite like it.
Huh.
Do you use some special equipment? I got some metallic claw-like things in Museo.
I have no use for such things. I prefer to go it alone, without safety. It makes you think about every little move. One accident and you fall to your death. You don't need those claws. Just climb smarter. A handicap takes away your sense of achievement.
I think I'll need them, actually. I'm planning to climb the Grand Tree in Valenorth. If you saw it, you'd understand the necessity.
The Grand Tree. Does it live up to its namesake?
Yeah, it does. It's probably the ultimate challenge. It overlooks the entire world, you know?
Interesting. Very interesting. Perhaps I should pay Valenorth a visit one day. I never thought the mainland could provide me with a challenge.
Oh, it can. Trust me. I've been climbing my entire life. Want to hear about more fun places?
I can spare some time, yeah.
So Fortim and Dracu becoming friends? What? Oh my god! Pro, I need to talk to you about this, but I'm gonna save you for last. So we start with Fortim. Any thoughts on what just went down?
I'm glad you sided with Ulrich and Vivian. It's important to change this nation for the better. I just wish Pro didn't have to open his big mouth. There's a very real chance that he'll die tomorrow. We've seen Ulrich fight. I think he'll win this battle. I just hope it's Dracu that falls, not Pro. That sounds like a horrible thing to say, I know. But we've all grown so close since we met at Peregrino. I'm scared this clash of ideals will tear our bonds apart. I need to get my mind off that or I'll go crazy. If you need me, I'll be in the ballroom down the hall. I heard they have a live band, and I love music.
Okay, Howl. So what do you think of everything?
We believe you made the wrong choice, Monarch.
Of course.
Dracu has yet to lose any fights in the Colosseum. This fight doesn't appear to be any different. The strength he could have offered was incredible too, but instead you decided to choose the weaker man. Ideals aside, choosing weakness makes no sense. Who cares about a changed Alarinthia if we lose the war? We could give Vivian what he wants, and then march to our deaths. Strength is what wins wars, not the desire for change, and not hope.
Bibi.
We will be exploring the castle if you need us. The ballroom is our next stop, so we can meet there. In the meantime, enjoy this ball as much as you can.
It will be your last. Ulrich, talk to me.
Hey,
What are your thoughts on this whole thing?
I'm grateful for your support. I really am. I've always told you how much I want to change this place, and now I'm getting the chance. This almost feels like a dream. I'm not a fan of what Pro did, though. I hate to say this, but I'm prepared to kill him.
No!
If I see an opening, I have to take it, Monarch.
No! Don't!
I think I need a few drinks after all of this. Truth be told, I'm still a little confused about everything. But I assume that confusion will wane when the battle starts. I'm going to go check out the rest of the castle. I'll see you around. Remember, party responsibly.
Oh, Pro, what have you done?
Hey,
What are your thoughts on what just happened?
I think you sided against me. In the future, I'll remember that.
No!
Thought we were friends, you know?
Bro, don't do this to me!
When the fighting starts, I won't hold back. I just want to be on Dracu's good side, you know? If he ends up winning, I still want to form an alliance. But if Vivian wins? Well, I don't know. That means either myself or Dracu would be dead. I'm not going to think about that. Let's go check out the ball.
Bro, you're the golden boy, you can't die! Fucking hell, I hate this game! But that's all for this episode. I'm done here. I don't want to know what happens next, or I do want to know what happens next. Jeez. So if you are one of those people who have played this game or watched someone else play it and know what's gonna happen, please don't spoil anything in the comments. I beg of you, please don't spoil anything. What is going on? I'm so worried now that Pro is going to die. I don't want Pro to die, but I don't want to be Pro's enemy or Pro being sad that I didn't choose his side. Fuck! Clays, why are you doing this to me? Anyways, if you enjoyed this video, a like is much appreciated, and so is a subscription button down here, please, somewhere here. And if you want to support me even more, I have a Patreon. Or if you just want to meet other people that watch my videos, I have a Discord server just for the use. I don't know, will I record another episode now? Maybe. Maybe. I might actually do that. I love you guys, so take care and remember that you are loved and appreciated. And you should be proud of who you are, because I want to see you in the next episode. Bye! What if Pro is going to die? I can't take this! My heart!